Hey everyone, I'm Will. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to go back to one of the greatest shows ever to air on television. This is about as far from a hot take as you can get, but Avatar: The Last Airbender kicks so much ass. I love the show, the comic books, the Legend of Korra comic books, and literally anything else associated with the IP except for the movie. I've got a big poster of it on my wall. I spent most of my teenage years watching it over and over again with my sisters, and I just rewatched the whole thing in quarantine. Now that it's finally back on Netflix after God knows how many years, I'm f***ing thrilled to see how many people get to experience the show for the first time. Every time I recommend it to my friends, I feel like their Uncle Iroh, sharing some great wisdom with my conflicted nephew. Being the resident Avatar cuck shill in my friend group, I get a lot of questions about it. I'll take any opportunity to talk about turtle ducks, platypus bears, and the Ember Island players and how they
butchered love amongst the dragons every year.
One question I get more than any other is what some of my favorite episodes are. With a show this good, there's no reasonable way to narrow down all 60-odd episodes to just one favorite, so I'm going to start a short series where I talk about my 10 favorite episodes in no particular order to celebrate the wider audience the show has just been given. If these turn out to be decent videos, I'll probably do the same thing for Korra, a show I love just as much, if not more. I'll give you an obligatory spoiler warning, so please watch Atla before you watch this video, and ideally before you do literally anything else. It's really that good, I promise. Alright, so with that established, let's get into the episode I'm going to talk about today. Book 3, Chapter 8, The Puppet Master. The Puppet Master. Far and away the creepiest part of the entire show, with no other episode even coming close until we meet Amon in the first season of Korra. Ever since the first time I saw this show as a little kid, I've been terrified of this episode's antagonist, Hama, to the point where she's even scarier in my mind than Fire Lord Ozai, the overarching villain of the entire show. I fully intend to explain in excruciating detail why I think this episode works so well, but before that, I'll give a quick episode summary. This episode takes place with the gang deep undercover in the Fire Nation, where they are currently staying in the lead up to the invasion. We open on the kids at a campfire, telling scary stories in the woods. After Sokka fails to be scary, Katara jumps in with an actual creepy story from her mother. Right at the peak of their fright, a mysterious woman, later revealed to be named Hama, shows up and offers to let them stay with her at her inn. After a short time staying with her, they realize that she's a waterbender from the Southern Water Tribe, and Katara immediately connects with her. While Katara helps Hama, the other kids begin to look into disappearances that have occurred in town during each of several successive full moons, the next of which is that night. Aang, Toph, and Sokka realize that the people have been kidnapped, and upon finding the missings inside the mountain, they find out that Hama was responsible. We go back to Katara and Hama, where Hama reveals that she escaped a Fire Nation prison while developing the technique of bloodbending, something Katara finds horrifying. They, along with the rest of the gang, battle before Katara defeats Hama using her own technique. Hama laughs evilly as she's led away, having created another bloodbender. Katara is heartbroken that she had to use bloodbending to save her friends. So, with that rollercoaster plot summary done, let's talk about why I think the horror of this works so well. The obvious benefit of Avatar: The Last Airbender is that it's done in this beautifully rendered animation. In the animated medium, there's so much more that can be done with the lighting, character design, and body movements that you couldn't accomplish in a live-action project. First thing I'll talk about is Hama's character design. Why is she so scary even when she's not doing anything wrong? For one thing, the extra lines on her face and her exaggerated smile are immediately disconcerting.
Mysterious town for mysterious children.
But if you ask me, what really makes her so scary is the way she echoes characters we've seen before. Young Hama looks like Katara to a shocking extent, and when old, she looks a lot like Katara and Sokka's Gran.
Call me Gran.
This dark reflection element is a staple of many great horror stories, and makes her descent into madness even scarier when we could see Katara with all of her similarities easily going down the same path. During the final battle under the full moon, the single light source coming from the sky provides an opportunity for intense, dramatic lighting that highlights the ghoulish wrongness of Hama, as well as the tactics she uses. Plus, the light from the campfire at the beginning of the episode makes the scary stories and Hama's eventual appearance even more impactful, while really giving a great opportunity to see the beautiful art that comprises the series. Finally, because of the opportunities provided by the cartoon medium, the artist can make the way that characters move while being bloodbended, like, so f***ing creepy. It's so wrong and uncomfortable, and it makes bloodbending terrifying. Well done. I still can't sleep. Complementing these visuals is the phenomenal sound design from the episode. Every time bloodbending is utilized, it makes this disgusting creaking noise. It's gross, but like perfect. Bloodbending eventually makes an appearance in Korra, and the creators used the same sound design to really get across how awful being bloodbended must feel. Thanks, I hate it. Great work though. Aside from the technical aspects, this episode is also just really well written. Katara meets someone she has such a strong connection to, almost seeing her as like a temporary replacement for the mother figure she lost. She trusts Hama, only to find out so soon that this person she looks up to is so far gone. The betrayal of Katara's ideals that Hama commits really hits you, and you can feel how much Katara really needed Hama to be the good role model she thought she was. When Hama pulls a classic villain, suggesting that her and Katara are much more similar than Katara would like to admit, you can see how much this suggestion hurts Katara.
Congratulations, Katara. You're a bloodbender.
There's nothing more she wants than to have a strong southern waterbender to model herself on, but instead the one she got is the complete antithesis of what she believes in. On that positive note, that's the Puppet Master and why I think it's so great. Thank you so much for sitting through my rambling. I've really missed making YouTube videos and I'm excited to be back. There's been a lot going on, but I think I have some time where I can sit down and talk about Avatar for a minute, and I'm never going to say no to that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm almost to 50 subscribers, so professional YouTuber right here. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.